My home hero has given us another one. We have episode 3, The Correct Path. Will the title lead us astray, or did Tetsuo and Kasen truly choose the correct path? Instead of picking up where we left off, which was our main characters getting kidnapped, we get Tetsuo at his job 3 days after Nobuto's murder. Tetsuo works in auto bodywork and they are not doing well, losing a big client. A friendly reminder to always support small businesses. Coincidence is a cruel thing. Tetsuo is using newspaper to remove the smell from Nobuto's murder, and one of the pages reads the following: Father arrested for murder. Well, he is a father and he did a murder. He must be shook right now. We've all had that time where something's on your mind and it seems like all over social media in the world, that exact thing pops up. It's as if fate is preying on your paranoia. Well, it turns out the Yakuza is one step ahead of them. No wonder they got kidnapped. They asked around Reika's college, using her friend to confirm she didn't have a stalker. Honestly, it wasn't a bad lie, but they just had to add some more information about the daughter not knowing so that the story couldn't be confirmed. But the Yakuza really did their homework. We finally get to where we ended up, and Tetsuo gets interrogated. Well, it's more of a beating, as Tetsuo asks one question and then ends up getting an answer through punches. Since Kyoichi is sure the stalker is fake, but Tetsuo had this plan, just in case, saying he used a PI, which was the same name he used as a cleaner. Tetsuo is pretty smart. There's no way he came up with this on the spot, so to have the foresight to double down the story and make it foolproof is really good. We see Matsuru once again saying he needs his son, but his son's a piece of shit. But hey, that's your son. We see there's a lot of tension as Matsuri might leave the organization, and Koichi seems flustered since he did a lot of work, but we don't know exactly what. And why is Matsuri the focal point of this organization? And we see Reika still thinking about the trash can, as they get Tetsuo walking the plank. If he jumps, they really have no information, but it's a great way to induce fear. Even better is that they kick him off, but we see he's suspended by a rope and he's not even outside. What great misdirection. It's got my heart pumping. Of course, the henchman messes up, telling Tetsuo Reika knows Nobuto made a scene and left. That would have been a perfect time for Koichi to beat that henchman's ass and say something like, I asked the questions. But we live in the world where Tetsuo has this key information and is able to craft his story accordingly, saying he told Reika Nobuto left and got that information through, of course, his fake alias. And we see why fingerprint on your phone can be so useful but so dangerous. No need for attention like Face ID or passcode, just bloop and they are in. But Tetsuo had that contingency ready with a contact. Wow, he really thinks of everything. That's that paranoia coming in right there. Unsatisfied, they come in and slice. Oof, that hurts. But it does release some of the blood pressure since Tetsuo is hanging upside down. Then we get the classic interrogation. It better match up with the other person. But we see lies or truth, they're all gonna die. Of course the stories match. He made all the answers for this story, as Reika's in blissful ignorance, not even going down to eat. Go get yourself a snack. They finally ask a question Tetsuo didn't prepare for, but Kasen notices they are on a time limit, so she just draws this out, even telling some random story about a cat, and look how captivated she has everybody. That is until they run out of time. At the last second, she answers the question, so they can't interrogate her more, and they feel a little satisfied that at least they got the question answered. That's why she's my GOAT. She had the presence of mind to still answer the question at the very end, so that they felt at peace with what she said. Although Koichi better be a codename with the amount of times they just said his name. As we see, Takeda takes Koichi's spot of being in charge since he produced no results. They let Tetsuo go, but why in the world is Koichi letting him see his face? That's like bad guy no 101. Well, that would be an issue usually, but Koichi is a truly man of his word, trying to kill Tetsuo regardless. But Tetsuo hits one more Hail Mary, saying, work with me. This is actually genius, since he knows Koichi is working in his own self-interest. He doesn't really care as long as he has a good story. So Tetsuo is able to find Nobuto. That's the best case scenario. And if Tetsuo can't find them, he'll just kill Tetsuo and still gets his story. Giving Koichi an offer he simply couldn't refuse. Incredible last minute thinking in the clutch. An exciting episode with a lot of back and forth. They had great misdirection, and we get to see both of our main characters walk into a situation as prepared as they possibly could be and still need to make things up on the fly. And they did so skillfully. The ending wasn't as shocking as episode 2, but not every ending can do that. We knew they weren't going to die, so I wasn't as on edge as I was in the previous episodes, but still an incredibly exhilarating episode, furthering the plot, finding out more about the organization and their hierarchy. As you see, some people in the organization are not a fan of sports anime. They say this is not a team, we're individuals, and they still keep a lot of mystery about the organization and their members. I want to give a special shout out to Earth Eagle GT. Thanks for commenting and asking to keep the review on this series coming. I really appreciate it. If there's a series I'm not covering or I've stopped, drop a comment and I will do my best to catch up and keep up. I'm incredibly excited to see what happens next. Let me know if you enjoyed the show and the video. Like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more content, and have a wonderful day. This has been Anime Disrobed, and My Home Hero episode 3, The Correct Path, has officially been disrobed.